Once in a small village nestled among rolling hills, lived an old woman. Her hair was like spun silver, and her face, a beautiful map of gentle wrinkles, told stories of a life well lived. But it was her eyes, bright and full of an endless kindness, that truly captivated everyone. Everyone in the village adored her because she carried a joyful spirit, even when life threw its toughest challenges her way. She lived simply in a tiny house, overshadowed by a grand old banyan tree, completely alone after her husband had passed many years prior and having no children of her own. But never, not once, did she utter a complaint. Instead, you'd often find her beneath that very tree, chatting with villagers, and always offering a warm, reassuring smile. Life in that village demanded hard work. Some tilled the fields, others crafted with wood, and many ran stalls in the bustling market. There were times when the rains failed, leaving crops to wither, or when sickness struck, keeping strong hands from their labor. It was a life fraught with difficulty, and more often than not, worry and sadness shadowed the villagers' hearts. One particular day, a young woman named Radha approached her, tears streaming down her face, etched with a deep, unsettling worry. "I just don't know what to do," Radha sobbed, her voice trembling. "My husband left for the city to find work, but no money has come, my children are hungry, and I'm so terribly scared." The old woman looked at Radha, her smile soft and understanding. "Sit down, my child," she urged gently. "Now tell me, what do you imagine will happen?" Radha wiped her tears, her voice barely a whisper. "I don't know. I just feel like bad things are bound to happen. What if he can't find work? What if he forgets all about us?" Oh, the old woman shook her head ever so gently. "Radha," she explained, "when we dwell on bad thoughts, we only make ourselves feel worse. But if we nurture good thoughts, we begin to feel better, and sometimes, those good thoughts actually invite good things to happen." Radha looked at her, confusion clouding her eyes. "But how can I think good thoughts," she asked, "when everything feels so incredibly bad?" The old woman's smile returned, even warmer this time. "Let me tell you a story," she offered. Radha, her curiosity piqued, leaned in to listen. The old woman began, "Once there was a man so poor he had absolutely nothing. No food, no money, no family to call his own. He sat by the river's edge, weeping endlessly. An old woman approached him, her voice kind, and asked, 'Why do you cry so?' Well, the man replied, 'I have nothing. How can I possibly be happy?' The old woman smiled softly and said, 'You have the river, you have the trees, you have the warm sun on your face. Look around you. There is beauty and life everywhere. If you only focus on what you don't possess, you will forever be sad. But if you begin to appreciate what you do have, you will discover peace.' Oh, the man listened intently, and slowly his tears began to subside. He started to truly see the good things surrounding him. And from that very day, his life began to transform. The old woman then looked deeply into Radha's eyes. "You see, my dear," she explained, "the man's life didn't change because of some magical spell. It changed because he changed his way of thinking. When we embrace positivity, our hearts feel lighter, and we become much better equipped to face our problems." Radha pondered the story, a flicker of hope in her gaze. "Will my thinking really change my life?" Or she asked. The old woman's smile was gentle and reassuring. "Yes, it will." Oh, she affirmed it. "If you wake each morning and tell yourself, 'Today will be a good day,' you will find the inner strength to work, to care for your children, and to wait for your husband with unwavering hope." But if you only dwell on what might go wrong, you will only feel sad and weak. Radha nodded slowly, a newfound understanding dawning on her. I understand, she murmured. I will try to think good thoughts from now on. That's the most important first step, my child, the old woman said, her voice full of encouragement. Radha left the old woman's house that day with a heart noticeably lighter. Every single day, she held onto those wise words. She'd wake up and declare to herself, today will be a good day. She worked diligently, cared for her children with renewed spirit, and prayed for her husband's safe return. Just a few weeks later, a letter arrived for Radha from her husband. He had found steady work in the city and was already sending money back home. Radha was absolutely overjoyed. She ran straight to the old woman's house, eager to share the incredible news. The old woman simply smiled and nodded, her eyes twinkling. You see, my dear, she said, when we think positive, we truly invite good things into our lives. Problems will always appear, that's just a part of life. But if we face them with a heart full of hope, we possess the power to overcome anything. Soon, other villagers began to hear about the old woman's profound wisdom. Many came to her, bringing their own worries and sharing their burdens. And to each, the old woman offered the same simple yet powerful advice. Think good thoughts and good will surely come. And the villagers loved her even more, for her words had not just touched their lives, but genuinely transformed them. She had, in the most beautiful way, taught them all the incredible power of positive thinking. Doesn't it make you wonder how much our own thoughts shape the world around us? And if this story touched your heart even a little, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon. We'll meet again soon with another story that might change how you see life.